Mike, I'm very interested in knowing what your take is on the hardscape system itself, foam core construction. You're coming from a background of, the curbing industry, and you're already in the backyard, and
right.
I know that. You're already working with concrete. This is just kind of an extension, if you will, to your business. But I'm interested in knowing what you think about, the transition into this. There's just several perspectives that are I think, unique and important, and people in your industry might really give you credence as we move forward and expose them to this type of craft. What would you say to your colleagues in the industry that are considering, or even maybe they don't know about this type of stuff yet?
For me, really, in a nutshell, this gives me the turnkey project design, install. I don't have to pass this portion off to a subcontractor or sub it out, or possibly try another type of construction that is not as efficient as this. So for me, this kind of dots the I and crosses the T, and I can keep that entire project in-house versus subbing parts of it out.
Good. That's great. How about you've had a chance to look at the numbers. You've had a chance to kind of pull the curtain back and see how things, and I don't know anything about the curbing industry as far as where the numbers are, but are you satisfied with where the numbers are with this type of construction?
100%. The margins are considerably better with this system versus ours in the efficiency of the construction, period. Not to mention a few techniques with sealing that I really appreciate you giving me a tip on. So that's going to help us in that side of it as well.
Sure, there's some crossover products that would be definitely very good for you. Another thing, this isn't your first merry-go-round. This isn't your first rodeo.
No.
You've been around the block. You've been to a lot of trainings over the year. 20 years you've been in this business.
Right.
I know there's a lot of systems out there. From the training perspective, and as a trainer myself, I'm really interested to know how you think this training stands up or matches up as far as somebody who doesn't know anything about this coming in. How easy was it for you to learn? How easy was it for you to adapt?
I think that's a great question. This is a complete training from start to finish. There are no stones unturned. We learned how to construct it, the core materials, how to set it up, carve it, imprint it, texture it, color it, all the way through. There were no steps skipped. I mean, this was thorough. Usually what happens is you get into a class, it's a day or two, and you hit a few highlights, and the push is, unfortunately, is buy this, buy that. This was all about learning to be proficient and efficient, and I really like that part of this class, this course.
That's great. Any suggestions, to improve on what we've done? Your perspectives. I'm always looking for corrective criticisms. I'm always looking for the opinion of, hey, how could this system be better?
Wow, that's a tough. I don't know that I could point anything out that I have a problem with. I'm digesting all this information. I just don't think there were any shortcomings based on classes I've taken before versus this. It's really hard for me to pinpoint something that you would need to work on. At least I'm not smart enough to figure that out right now.
Okay. Your crews, I mean, you run, quite a few employees. With this system, how do you feel, what's the optimal crew for seeing this?
That's an easier question. Where I would have do an outdoor kitchen per se with multiple days, I can cut that same crew to 2 or 3 versus say 12. That's an easy thing for me to answer there. So I'm going to be able to take that other portion of team members and put them on another job so we can work 2 jobs simultaneously versus focusing everybody on that one particular project.
Sure.
So efficiency again.
Yeah. Now you've built outdoor kitchens.
Yes.
Which I wouldn't have expected, that out of a curbing guy. But once again, you're in the backyard. It's an upsell. Hey, how about an outdoor kitchen?
And we didn't start that. Yeah, that came over years and years and years. Hey, you did a great job here. Can you do that?
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I wish I had this system at that time. It's a lot better.
What do you see as the savings from the traditional way that you used to build outdoor kitchens compared to this? I mean, I know it's an easier load, maybe less guys, but you saw when we worked with the client here at this particular location, the design,
Speed and design.
the design
Change on the fly.
changes on the fly. Right.
And I did ask you and dig into the numbers. The numbers are better. The numbers are better.
That's great. How about the seat walls themselves? This is the pilot or the push, the entry level, where you start with all of the foam core construction. If you can't put up a seat wall and get this down, I mean, you probably shouldn't even be in this business if you can't do something as simple as this.
I agree, and it is simple. It really is. We will be able to offer these to our clients, existing or new, relatively quick. I won't have a year ramp up. We can do this pretty much as I walk out of this class. We'll have these going down.
That's great. That's great. Mike, thanks for your time.
Thank you.